So, I'm trying to get us to check. And you're trying to fuck up our check.
There you go. Got us our check, my man.
Okay. So now we're getting on to, we're doing the wrap up. But Black Thought dropped the album of the year.
Album of the year with a verse. So, I was giving it to what? Tory Lanez when we spoke last?
Yep.
Is that who I gave it to all in all? Tory came out.
I think most people would. Most people would before the Black Thought.
Yeah, but yo, he even... Did you see the criticism about like the Dave E shit and the Cassidy shit and all that with the Tory Lanez verse?
No.
No? So people are claiming that Tory bit bars. And if you listen to the Dave East, he literally raps on the same instrumental. And I think it might have even been on Flex too. But it's the same instrumental and there are parts that are similar. But,
yeah.
With that being said, I don't condone that shit because at the end of the day, I mean, my thoughts would be Tory went up there prepared to rap some shit.
Yeah.
Now, if you're rapping to a beat you've already heard, right? Like, everybody knows Uchi Wally, the song.
Yeah.
But if you heard someone rip that beat, you know what I mean, maybe once, and you thought some shit was dope, but you never went back and listened to it, you might subconsciously be inclined to write some similar kind of shit at a certain part.
I think for the freestyles, Flex needs to switch up the beats. He uses the same beats a lot for a lot of those videos. Flex needs to switch that up a lot more.
Yeah, well, there's so many beats in hip hop you could use. Like, there's no excuse to use the same beat, especially a beat like Uchi Wally.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect, but Uchi Wally is not the dopest hip hop beat of all time. You know what I mean?
Like it.
It's alright. Like, it's alright, but like, I don't know. I'd rather hear. Like, I want to hear someone spit on like so ghetto. You know what I mean? Boom.
So yeah.
Boom.
So we are getting into 2018. So let's finish up. Talk about Black Thought.
But Black Thought came in up there. It's almost like you heard everybody speaking on the internet, talking about Tory killed this and everybody else might have killed Flex series. Like, yo, fuck that. I'm gonna remind you who's the dopest. And he went up there and spazzed.
Definitely.
Speaking of spaz, do you know what else bothers me? Have you seen?
If you cut that up, if you cut that up and put hooks in between,
that's
probably the album of the year.
That album of the year. Yo, do you know what else actually? Speaking of spazzing, that bothers me a little bit. Not that it's whack, but like, have you ever seen that video clip? I think Team Backpack posted it, and it's like, yo, Win spazzed out on this. That white chick rapper.
I haven't seen it. I've only seen a handful of Team Backpack things. But.
Like. She spit some kind of dope shit. Like the way people were like bigging it up, I'm like, she can kill this. Like Tory went harder, you know what I mean? Like pretty much everyone we named on the last podcast went way harder than that. She's dope though for like a white female rap chick, you know what I mean? Like she, you know, she ain't no fucking Chanel West Coast. But yeah, like she's dope. But like I don't know, just to say spazzed out, I'm thinking like, yo, that's like Tory spazzed out, but then Black Thought went up there and spazzed out. And we were already talking about how Black Thought and Meth had one of the best freestyles of the year. So Black Thought doubled up on this shit.
But like, obviously the Black Thought Funk Flex was way more than the one he did on Sway.
Man. He went in. That shit was next level.
Do you see when he was on? He's always on the Jimmy Fallon show, right?
Yeah, and did you see when Jimmy Fallon interviewed him? He's
like,
yo, it's cool to be on the other side of the chair for once.
And like he's like, we printed out everything you said, and it was like one scroll.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
But you know what? When I see shit like that,
he laughed too.
It almost makes me curious if like that was really that or not, though. You know what I mean? Like, was it really that? Like, was that verse really on that paper?
I don't know.
He did rap for 10 minutes, but like. For the amount of time between then to when that Jimmy Fallon aired, do you know how much they would have to pay somebody to watch that freestyle time and time again and type every word out?
Now there's people that can type that like that. Like my mom, like she can have a full-on conversation with you and sit there and type.
Yeah, like those people in fucking courtrooms and shit.
And like my mom can do that. Like fucking. So like I don't doubt
you
that.
You don't doubt it?
I don't doubt that it could be. I don't know if it was, but I don't doubt that it could be.
Alright, that's fair. Well, with that being said, then talking about spazzing out and shit, and I don't know if we talked about it at our year-end wrap-up, because the people may not know, but, you know, our year-end wrap-up was recorded before the year ended. so we didn't actually see the last couple weeks of the year prevail.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it, but Eminem dropped the album.
Yeah. Did you listen to it?
I did not, and it's the first time Eminem's dropped an album that I haven't listened to it in the first couple weeks, but it's because the reviews are so bad on it.
Yeah.
And
the singles were garbage.
I've already progressively, since about Encore, been like, yo, disappointed with Eminem.
I'm not really a fan of this. I'm just gonna light mine on.
Yeah, like I'm at the point now where I'm
really
like,
a fan of that joint.
Alright. But I'm at the point now where Eminem shit just like, you know, it hasn't been impressing me for at least 10 plus 15 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's hard to keep wanting to peep it immediately. And then once you hear bad reviews on it too, you're like, ah, man. And then the singles that came out was not impressed with.
So what do you think about that remix?
That's exactly what I was about to get at. That was pretty dope.
You thought it was dope?
I thought it was pretty dope. I don't think it was like crazy like everyone else saying like, yo, Eminem's best verse and that. Yeah, I think Eminem's best verse in the last like,
I didn't even like the verse, I'll tell you the truth.
like 5-6 years was that Tim Westwood shit. Once again, it's the sinister menace, the shady, but the Superman, he's a dentist to Amy, like that. Huffing the fumes like it's nothing because it ain't.
Okay,
like,
yeah, I remember that.
That shit, that goes hard.
Yeah.
Spectacular, yeah. Like, oh, God can't you yet? I don't know, that whole shit, like, he goes in on that shit. And he says some, like, pretty crazy bars on that shit where
but
it's
he said that shit about, well, like...
windows open and closing. I think it's a ghost, might be too much. I should have swallowed one, I took the whole thing. I'm not joking, I think I just snorted my nose ring.
Budden actually said, like, he didn't think Eminem was talking about him.
I know, and that, I think, was a deflect, because Budden... Even though he's on his own now and he's not with Everyday Struggle, I think he still has that relationship to mend. Because he is signed on Shitty Records. Even as a group, it's like the Wu-Tang thing, you know, they all have their independent thing, but as each artist, but he's still signed under as a group. And the ramifications that has to his other three homies, like Royce and everyone. Yeah. You know, if anyone else wants to make Slaughterhouse album, that makes it kind of fucked up for them, because that might be like, well, fuck Budden.
Well, we gotta think about...
But Budden was honest.
Hold on.
I like that.
Eminem, like, I remember, like, when Remy said she was beefing, she said she has no problem saying a name. And Eminem has had no problem saying a name in other beefs he's had.
This is true.
And he didn't say...
Well...
He didn't say Budden.
Is this true in most instances?
I don't know all Eminem's beefs, but like, I remember him saying names. And like Remy Ma said that about her beefs. She was like, yo, if I'm beefing, I'm saying your name.
That wasn't my intentions. My intentions are good. I went through my whole career without ever mentioning. Now it's just out of respect. Shug. Eminem ain't talk about Shug. Like, Benzino's got street people. Benzino is Benzino's a little tough of a character for Eminem to take on, but I think at that time he was gassed up with the G-Unit shit. He inherited the Ja Rule beef, so I think he felt protected on the Benzino shit and the other guys, you know. So, I think at that point, Benzino came at him hard, like, releasing that tape and shit.
But, like, what reason does Eminem have to not say Budden's name? That's the thing there.
That's true too.
What reason does Eminem have not to say his name?
That's true. I mean, like, even if Migos are even going to say your name, and they'll have the shit in the game right now. I mean, Budden, you know, no disrespect to Budden, because I loved Everyday Struggle before he was gone. And I love the Budden podcast. Like, Budden keeps it 1,000.
He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite media people.
Just keep it real.
He's definitely one of my favorite media people for sure.
Yeah, one of my favorite media people. Not one of my favorite rappers, to be honest with you.
I'm not really a big Budden.
Like, he's got skills. Don't get me wrong. It's his delivery.
I just don't like his It's not even his delivery. His point of view. I don't connect with it.
No, see, I do, and that's why I've always been a fan of when he talks off record. See, I like his point of view. 9 times out of 10, he's like Lord Jamar.
I didn't like his point of view rapping, but like he comes across, he says it better just when he's in the media.
That's why I like Lord Jamar so much, because he keeps it 1,000. And a lot of times I kind of agree. Even if I don't fully agree, I kind of agree, or I do agree completely. There's like one Jamar and Vlad clip that they might put out once every like year. I'm like, Jamar was kind of.
But like, I almost felt the same way that you said. Like, Budden was deflecting it. But then, like, I just thought of that theory in my head. I'm like, Eminem didn't even say his name though. Like, Eminem has like been known to say names. Like, he has no reason not to say Budden's name.
But think about everyone's name he's ever said though, too, man. The only time he ever really mentioned ICP and their beef, because he had already been signed to Dre and had that like big public image on him, was Faggy Too Dope and Silent Gay. Claiming Detroit when y'all live 20 miles away and I don't wrestle, I knock you fucking faggots the fuck out. Ask them about the club you at when you bucked down and got paintballs, shot at your truck, blow. Look at y'all running your mouths again when you ain't seen a fucking mile road south of 10.
But like, I almost find like, okay.
But he didn't even say ICP, he just said.
But he made it clear that it was them. It was kind of like on Drake, when Drake did
like
back to back.
Hip hop world though, you know?
When Drake did back to back, he didn't say Meek's name, but he made it clear that it was Meek.
Yeah, now that you say
like,
that, actually.
Eminem made it clear that it was ICP that he was talking about.
Now that you say that, actually.
Eminem made it clear that he was talking about ICP. Drake made it clear that he was talking about. That's the like. Yeah, if you don't say the name.
But I think Eminem made it pretty clear. Yeah. Now, I don't disagree with Joe Budden on the fact where maybe he was talking about academics a bit more. But you know, just as much as me, you watch Everyday Struggle or did while Budden was on it. And, like, Budden sat there and dissected that track list.
He made it fuzzy. He put the point there, but he didn't make it clear.
Yeah, that's true.
He made it fuzzy. Like, he was like, okay.
And you know what?
You can take it as this, but...
Maybe Budden, you know, expressing his views, but not keeping it completely 100 to how he felt on it, but maybe talking to M about it behind the scenes, might have engaged M to make a bar that was at academics, but could be confused with Joe Budden to help bring Joe Budden publicity. You know how the Mathers team works, man. You've seen the whole rollout, you know the Trump dish and all that. Like, Eminem's team is not stupid, and to come off disappointing album sales like that, did you see when that rumored track list was going around for the second disc?
What? Oh.
The rumored track list, and there was like all these dope features on it and shit. There's a rumored second track list, but confirmed not to be official. But it looked like it was dope. Now, what if like Eminem is playing people on another level, and next thing you know, another remix is gonna come out that's dope? Like, what if like the album was like a fucking, you know, think about the publicity that would be. Now, not to say that's what's happening.
Or even think about like
Eminem's dope, so how can you drop something back? Like his albums have progressively gotten worse, but...
Oh, hold on. This might be a marketing thing, because Eminem, because Slaughterhouse is still signed to Shady
Records.
So now that the controversy is about M and Budden, what if we get another Slaughterhouse album? What if that comes? That's like a huge publicity thing.